The U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo was in Bangkok on Friday, August 2nd, to deliver a speech on the U.S. in Asia, economic engagement for good. This is the first visit to Bangkok for him as the Secretary of State. He praised ASEAN for the outlook of Indo-Pacific strategy and emphasized that the U.S. under President Trump administration aims at strengthening relations with this region.
Nearly 2 years ago, President Trump recommitted the United States to economic ties, and the formula for success has been borne out by history. It's the one that I just described. We know, in the end, that liberty is the true source of rejuvenation. We want a free and open Indo-Pacific that's marked by the core tenets of the rule of law, of openness, of transparency, of good governance, of respect for sovereignty of each and every nation. True partnerships. It's why we supported the BUILD Act in our Congress, which has more than doubled America's development finance capacity to $60 billion. In the end, we believe in democracy, and we commend our Thai friends for returning to the democratic fold. We also believe in human rights and freedom. The current unrest in Hong Kong clearly shows the will and the voice of the governed will always be heard. And we want free and fair trade, not trade that undermines competition.
The U.S. Secretary of State touched upon openly on China and trade war and reminded the world that the U.S. economy is at the top and the strongest.
The United States today has the strongest economy in the world, and our consumers are driving demand for your products. In contrast, China's economy is entering a new normal of ever slower growth. China's problems are homegrown, but President Trump's confrontation of China's unfair trade practices has helped shine a light on them. We'd like our trade matters resolved as quickly as possible. All we want, all President Trump has ever asked for, is for China to compete on a level playing field with everyone, not just with the United States. This will benefit not only us, but you and the global trading system as well. The time is right to do more together, using the model that has stood the test of time, using the formula that's made America a force for good in this region, permanently.
The tone of Pompeo's speech on Friday appeared different from the meeting on Thursday with Minister Wang Yi, his Chinese counterpart. The two smiled and friendly to each other during the meeting and the photo opportunity. Wang showed a conciliatory tone, saying he and Pompeo had discussed ways to promote China-US ties. Several hours after the meeting, President Trump announced he would impose a 10% tariff on further $300 billion in Chinese imports, which will begin on September the 1st. The list of goods may include smartphones, laptop computer, and children's clothing. This announcement draws upon strong reaction from China and sends signal to take necessary countermeasures. Thailand should be in the world spotlight this week because of ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting and the ASEAN Regional Forum, but it turned out to be a series of bomb blasts in different locations in Bangkok early morning of Friday, August 2nd. 6 bomb blasts went off at a number of locations in Bangkok on Friday, and a 7th device was recovered unexploded. 4 people were injured in the blast, none seriously.
และการประชุมก็เกิดขึ้นต่างประเทศก็มาอะไรก็มาแล้วมาเกิดช่วงนี้เนี่ยแหละคือการทำลายประเทศของเราใครที่ทำก็แล้วแต่เนี่ยผมถือว่าเป็นคนกลุ่มบุคคล
Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha condemned those causing the incident, which destroyed peace and damaged the country's image. Foreign reporters covered the explosions. It was not clear exactly whether they targeted the regional meeting or if they were linked to Thailand's recent democratic election in which General Prayut remained in the office. Again, the image of Thailand as host of ASEAN Summit must have been in question. The U.S. Embassy in Bangkok issued a warning on its website. The alert has the details of the location of the bombs and concluded that in most cases, the bombings do not appear intended to cause casualties, but are intended to send political messages during high visibility events or political transition periods in Thailand. While the UK government issued a warning that terrorists are very likely to try to carry out attacks in Thailand, and mentioned that the Thai authorities have on a number of occasions warned of the possibility of attacks to coincide with symbolic dates or holidays. Panithan Wattanayagorn, former advisor to Deputy Prime Minister Prawit Wongsuwan, said that the explosions aim at discrediting the government, taking a long time to prepare, and conducting by insiders who wanted to destroy the image of the country. During this ASEAN meeting, Natha Gomonwadin, Thai PBS World reports.